All right, we're back here. I'm John Landis, brand specialist here at Project NOSH and BevNet, and I'm joined by Koel Thomae.
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 Whoa, off to a bad start here. And you're the founder of Noosa Yogurt, correct?
I am one of the co-founders, yes.
Excellent. And so one thing that we were just discussing, you guys have some unique packaging and some unique flavors. Talk to us a little bit about innovating in yogurt with flavors and packaging.
Absolutely. So when we launched in 2010, we launched in our very iconic 8-ounce tub. It's clear, so we really wanted to celebrate the freshness of the product, really let it speak for itself. And, ultimately, we would have loved to have had a custom mold, but when we were first starting, we were looking for, again, that clear package.
Right.
And what was available was this 8-ounce tub. But really what it's helped us do is sort of break through the clutter. So we were very different on the shelf compared to what everyone else was doing. So, we've heard a lot about packaging today and how much heavy lifting that has to do as far as just really having, the consumer see you on the shelf.
Right.
So that's been very disruptive for us.
Yeah.
And as we've sort of grown up, obviously there's been an evolution with snacking becoming such a big trend, and especially in the yogurt category. So looking at that and launching our 4-ounce cup in a 4-pack, specifically, again, to go after that snacking occasion.
And you mentioned transparency in packaging, and then do you believe that plays down into the consumer's transparency in your product as well? Is that why you wanted to go for it? So.
Absolutely. I mean, we are an all-natural premium product, and transparency and quality is sort of at the ethos of who we are and what we do, from the product, the package, how we interact with our consumers. Because when you're an emerging brand, you're going to make mistakes, and you're going to sort of have those stumbling blocks. And I think always being transparent and being real through, every aspect of who you are as a brand is so key.
And then, so some of these flavors that you guys are running out there, seasonal, what kind of challenges do you face, trying to run through products for a couple months and do marketing blitzes on them? Like, how difficult is it to do that on top of, your all year round flavors and marketing initiatives for that as well?
Yeah, it's definitely more challenging from the procurement of, the first seasonal product we did was pumpkin. So, obviously pumpkins have a specific growing season. So from the flavors that you're doing seasonally, sort of also, getting it on shelf, it makes it more complex doing sort of an in and out type flavor, especially in the refrigerated case. So there's definitely a lot more complexities around seasonal products, but I think that, people love the idea of something that's only around for a period of time. Really, I think the hardest challenge we've had is we've launched these seasonal flavors, and people have loved them so much that we want, that contingent that wants them all the time.
That's interesting, and it touches upon another thing I wanted to talk to you about, which was supply chain. Now, you guys work with family farms. You kind of got that locked down. We heard from Noah earlier today how important it is and how you need to proliferate kind of where everything comes from. How has that been a competitive advantage for you, working with a family farm and having ownership of that?
Absolutely. So my business partner is a 4th-generation dairy farmer, Rob Graves. And, the way we launched Noosa was a little bit different to how most emerging brands sort of go to market, and we were very bullish. It was sort of this proven concept in Australia, and we felt very bullish that we wanted to control the quality of the product. And so we built our first yogurt making plant on site at the dairy, and obviously we've been very fortunate to grow, and that's been also the huge advantage of working with a dairy farmer is, as we've had to work with other local farms, he's lived and breathed this in this community. So really understanding and working with other farms that share that same ethos and principles as you do has been really important, obviously, because milk is the single largest ingredient in our product.
Right. Well, we just got about a minute left here. Do you have any advice that you'd like to impart towards the folks at home watching, who are here, tuning in for what to do when I launch my food business?
I think, obviously go for it. That was sort of one of the biggest pieces of advice I got.
Okay.
And I'm so glad that, I got that gentle nudge. But, obviously being passionate about your product, but surrounding yourself with great mentors has been instrumental in helping me avoid some of those pitfalls as we've grown.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today at the conference and on the Livestream Lounge. And
Thank you.
hopefully enjoy the afternoon sessions as well.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Thank you.